Julian, can I just get your thoughts on that game?
Well, obviously disappointing because we've lost the game first and foremost. I just thought we can't start the game the way we did. I thought we were poor for the first half an hour or so. You'd have thought that we'd have played Tuesday and they hadn't, and they had a man sent off against Morecambe as well. So got all the messages across, give it to the players, and we just started so slow. Don't stop across, and then there's a man unmarked in the box, which we'd gone through, who taps the ball in the back of your net. So 2 minutes, and then you want a response. Didn't see a response. Thought there was, thought looked nervous. Didn't want to pass the ball. Didn't want to play out. No one taking real responsibility in the first half an hour or so. So we made a change, changed the shape, and then we sort of got a foothold in the game. I thought we started the second half a lot livelier, a lot better, and controlled the game a little bit more.
Yeah, in this situation, obviously you put a lot of plans together. You're playing a side near the top of the table, then to concede after 2 minutes, it must be just so frustrating as a manager.
Well, it is, but you know, you have a plan of how you want to play, but you've also got to have a plan how to stop them, and the lads know to stop them. So they've got good players in the wide area, so we know we have to stop crosses. But the crosses are only going to come into your box, and space isn't going to score. So players are going to score. So you have to mark players when they come in the box. And known certain terms, people didn't do that. So you got to stand up, you got to own up to it, and you've got to be better. You've got to be better and stop the crossing first and foremost. So I think it's probably the worst 25 minutes or so, half an hour or so that since I've been here. We just didn't do anything sort of right. We didn't get hold of the ball. We didn't have, as I said, we went brave on the ball. But as I said, we changed the shape when we were a lot better second half.
Yeah, there was a couple of kind of big chances for Doncaster hitting the bar and then going clean through on goal just before the change. Was that kind of the spark? Was that kind of the straw that breaks the camel's back almost? I've got to make this change now. I've got to make sure it stays at one and we can get it back into it.
Well, that was it. That was the thinking because, at the end of the day, you've just said it, the second in the league, they're the top side, Doncaster. We've always had great games against them over the years. They've got really top quality players. So when they're going past you too easy, or they're opening you up too easy, then you've got to do something. So that's the plan. That was the plan straight away. As soon as we seen it, we were thinking of trying to get into half time to change things around. So here we go. But once, as you just said, they hit the crossbar, I thought, no, we need to change it. And I thought the changes, they were positive.
Yeah, it became a bit more combative. You definitely got more into the game. Is the only gripe maybe that not enough shots on goal, not enough kind of clean cut chances maybe?
Well, not enough clean cut chances, but I don't think they had many themselves, mate. In the first half they had a couple, if you like, but probably shots on target. I don't know what Dave had and what probably Simmer, I think, to be honest. But in terms of the second half, the changes made a big difference to us. We started with a higher tempo to start off with, and we went at them. And we put them on the back foot. And I think, credit goes to Jeb Brannan on the corners and set plays because he'd worked on it. And Seamus got in around the back and scored an unbelievable goal. And on 57 minutes, and I'm saying to myself, there was only one team. Our fans were unbelievable from start to finish. They were outstanding, getting behind the team, getting behind the players. And I'm just thinking, there was only one team going to go on to win it. And they sat in and they were waiting, and I just thought, it's coming. And then to concede, an own goal after 4 minutes of just making an equaliser, it was just poor on our side. I know it's unlucky because it's an own goal as well. It's come off Ben. Billy's made the decision, and I think the lad Clifton just turned and it's hit Ben on the foot and trickled in.
Yeah, is it almost he's probably too keen to keep the ball out? He's too keen, and there's that lack of communication between the defender. I suppose it can happen at any time, but in your situation, it just so happens to happen 2 minutes after a goal when you're up against a good side. It just seems the way it goes sometimes.
Well, it was 4 minutes, wasn't it, after the goal, which was disappointing for us, obviously. But I thought again we responded well. We passed the ball a lot better in the second half. We got it into the wide areas like we do, and we put the ball in the box. So then when the ball goes in the box, you've got to win your first and your second contacts. Not you win the first. At times you didn't get the rub of the green. Decisions going against us. Maybe it should have been corners and they're getting goal kicks, and then it's back down your throat. But as I said, the response in the second half was a lot better.
Yeah, Seamus came out fronted up after the Morecambe defeat. For him to get that goal, what a moment it could have been, and then it's just not to be. But his first goal for 2 years, and he's a player that deserves that sort of moment, isn't he?
I think he wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? You've just said that, I'm near him. He's got blood on his knees, and you're just thinking, that's him. That he is about this club. And, we wish he had 11 of them, wish he had, 26 of them, because he gives everything, and I know he's left everything out on the pitch. So, that's the desire and that's the attitude that we need to show for these last games that we've got, like 15 games now. So the lads know that. The lads know the first half an hour wasn't acceptable. The lads know that the second half is reasonable against the team that are pushing for automatic promotion. Got really good players, and we took the game to them in the second half. And you know what? Obviously, they've edged it with an own goal and won the game 2-1.
Obviously, a red card just before the end. It gives you the opportunity to really throw the kitchen sink at them, and that's what you did.
Well, we did, yeah. You know, it was 89th minute, I think it was, or whatever it was, and the lad's gone off. So, and then they've ended up putting 7 up, and he's played till 98 or whatever it was. So I can't fault them in the second half in terms of the way we've gone about it, the way we got the ball wide, the way we put the ball in the box. Again, just reward yourself with a goal. So take your chances when they arise. You've got to take them. If you don't, then obviously, you know, when a team a bit sort of in the lead with what they've got with 2-1, and they're going to, you know, do everything in the desire to keep that 2-1, then, you know, it's just unfortunate for us that we've lost the game.
Yeah, we speak about the magnitude of this game, a huge game coming up in midweek again against Tranmere.
They're all big games, Tom. So, you know, the next one after that, I mean, you know, they're all big games when you're down there, and they're all big games when you're in the middle of the table because you're either pushing that way, you're trying to get away from the bottom end. They're all big games when you're top of the table because you want automatic promotion, you don't want playoffs, or you're trying to get into the playoffs. So I know I've been in the game a long time, so I know what it's like. I know you can't rest, you can't just take your eye off the ball. You've got to go and go and stay at it. So the lads know that. The lads know what it takes, and against the top side like Doncaster who've come here and have ended up sitting in and protecting what they had, and it was only, as you just said there, or I've just said that, it was the 88th minute the lads went off, and we threw everything at them in the last 8 or 9 minutes that we had, and unfortunately we didn't get an equaliser. And
there's positives, like you say, that you can take into Tranmere because you've done this against one of the better sides in the division. Tranmere struggling down there. It's something you can really take to them now. Yeah, that's it. We have to be positive about it. You know, as I said, that first half an hour didn't like. Second half, better response. And again, we didn't get the goal. We didn't get the equaliser we deserved. I just thought it was poor in terms of you know, the own goal that we conceded with Ben Ward just come off. A bit of a misunderstanding, but as I said, the positive that we have to take. There's 15 games left. We have to go into Tranmere now, and we have to give everything that we've got. What do you expect from Tranmere? But Tranmere just a basic 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. They'll have a go. You know, they've been in that position all season, if you like. So it's going to be a battle. And you know, they've got strikers that they can knock a ball up to. They can play a little bit. They go get the ball wide. They put it in your box. They'll ask all the questions what we've been asked all season for the teams. So we know what's ahead of us. We'll do our work on them tomorrow, and then it goes from there, and we'll take it into Tuesday.